How we doing? Welcome to I Spy with my shamanic eye. Gabrielle here. Okay, so I think we're going to have to do a peek at something. Oh, I need a sweater or something. Because my phone, for some reason, is pointing me back to April 6th. Okay? What happened on the 6th? That was this past Sunday. The moon transitions into Leo. There was a trine between Venus and Mars, sextile the Sun and Jupiter, conjunction with Pluto and the Moon, and a trine with the Moon and Neptune. Okay, and it was the day before the retrograde ended. Now, there must be some sort of relevance to this. So we're going to take a gander real quick. I'm almost ready to sit. Send out a little love, a little joy, a little celebration, a little bit more love. Okay. Hey, you emote the way you want to, and I will in return. Okay. All right, let's pull up the in between. Let's see what happened on the 6th that needs our attention. Because we 3 days later. All right, yo, I hope Theo Von is okay, but segments of his stand-up keeps coming to me. I don't know the man. I only know him as a comedian and one of Rogan's homies. Has nothing to do with right now. But yo, we gonna split these plums. The boy said he was 2 tank tops in the winter. You know, that's a different type of poor. You say he knew somebody who had a sweater. Anyway, all right. Holy Spirit, why are you guiding my attention for the Divine Collective back to the 6th of April? What happened? Knight of Swords. Somebody came for your crown, children. They had gathered a bunch of people around to teach you a lesson. Interesting. There's definitely something about the energies that were relevant. These are people who can't let something go. It's a lot of air, a lot of communication. But I also see, these people in the background gathered near some sort of lake or something under the fullness of the moon. There's a horse here illustrated in the clouds. See? Knights, communication, spell work. They came for your foundation, looking at the rocky outcrop here. It's like they tried to carve something in to make it stick. Something they thought that would weaken you. it's very much giving like King Arthur, the sword and the stone type vibes, even though it's a branch. They thought they could loosen your stronghold, your footing, or something. And I get the strong impression, even though there's a knight there, this knight has cronies. You know, a bunch of pages, it feels like, that look up to them. It almost feels like tried and true measure because this card goes from the knight to the queen, right? Interesting. I feel as though there's a shrewd calculation here that was missed. The math didn't math. It's a lot of swords. I feel like you got a hidden helper here. Like one of these is loyal to the queen, the feminine energy. Ooh, a little chilly. Excuse me. Okay, so what else happened? And see how 6 came out? There was some communication. I don't know what it was about. And it was important for it to be done before Mercury went direct. Why? See, there's the will. It was like a critical degree for some sort of spell work, but it was unsuccessful. See, they're not necessarily, whoever I'm talking to in a collective, you're not a queen, like Libran energy, Queen of Swords, right? Maybe even Virgo, right? Something like that. Uh, it's the scales here. So yesterday, right? Not sidebar, relevant to this. I was getting nudged, and I did look because they told me to look into the Greek goddess Astara or Astera, however you choose to pronounce it, your business, not mine. And there is the energy, right now the moon's in Virgo, right? Because today, but I'm looking at the Knight of Swords, Gemini, Mercury energy. There is this weird parallel. Anyway, um, and you know, she hung around with mankind for the longest time, humanity. She loved da 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 da. You know, she covers a lot. I don't want to bore you with it. You can look into it yourself. But she had a close friend, the goddess. I'm going. It's called. Her name is Dike, Dike. She represents the scales. Both became constellations. Hence why Virgo Libra so close, right? The sword that is wielded by this feminine energy, it's beyond just that of critical thinking and discernment. No, this is the sword of truth and justice. These and they they came against a goddess. Yeah. Even with the energies, I don't know who their astrologer is, but y'all don't be doing spiritual Carfax. Anyway, moving forward. Whatever they were planning on the 6th, it was critical, right? For something to play out, something they thought you wouldn't be able to escape from. But this is the energy of friends in high places. Okay, what else happened on the 6th that we need to know about? Oh, and there's the King of Swords. See the page? I said that. I said, man, listen. I don't know what was going on in the Celtic calendar, but I'm getting rooms. Like when I looked at this initially, and there's one behind. Now I know every so often I get this energy. Today is Wednesday, right? Wednesday, Odin's Day. Okay. Every so often they come through real strong. And I don't know how long ago, but let's just say he came through and wasn't too pleased. Anyway, see the report back. Some plan didn't go as they thought it would because there's a loyal person in this group to higher beings. They serve a higher calling. Interesting. I'm looking here at this page of cups. See how the dial's there? For some, they could have been working with, you know, a puppet, some sort of effigy. Ooh, okay. Yeah, they rolled back real quick. What else do we know pertaining to this? The devil. As I said, and listen, and the Eight of Swords is on the bottom of the deck. But this goes from the devil to the tower. So there's divine intervention. Even though there was something communicated back, see the will here? These people were playing with their own fate. Whomever you are in the divine collective that was targeted for this, justice is on your side because you live a righteous life. And they can't rewrite your tablet. They can't rewrite your destiny. It's interesting how and there's that freaking tree. They got tricked. I'm gonna tell you right now, whatever they were working with, I don't know who you are, but somebody's got some very, very, very strong Celtic ties. Hey, hold on, I gotta scroll down. That would make okay. Because listen, somebody has very strong Celtic ties. Do you? Mm, Some things are just bigger, right? And so let's just say somebody petitions old world gods because that's their practices, that's their beliefs, et cetera, et cetera. Do you know how Odin lost his eye? Do you know about the tree of life and, you know, the length of time that he had to hang and all of these things? All knowing was of great cost. The fates were down there. Anyway, check out the mythology. It's pretty dope. It's pretty freaking dope. Um, but so let's just say they petitioned something, right? And what they petition is Odin, right? Odin, all seeing, right? All okay. See the tree, right? And so when you understand divine order, divine law, right? Check. Some things just must occur. this energy of this lineup. You see all these people here, this depiction, all with their urns, all these chosen that have been called. Yeah. Oh, no, 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 no. You were defended by a they listen, and it comes out anyway. They was definitely working on you. You're critical. This card flipped. Um, to the journey, to the awakening process, to the ascension of souls. Look, see, Ace of Wands, right? See the orb, see the hand, right? And then look, see the hangman, death. No, no, and no again. You're critical to the journey for so many. As I cut to the three of wands. See? I mean that. Like you're critical to the journey. That's an eagle. Okay. All right. Do your research. All right. So what's going to happen to these people, or what has happened to these people who were just so busy and determined? It's not funny, but it is. Okay. Page of Cups, Ace of Coins, a Two of Coins, a Ten of Coins, Seven of Wands. That's some serious denial. I'm looking at equality now. And then these people on the other side of this door barred. Because this goes from the Ten of Coins to the Ace of Coins. The Ace of Coins is literally sitting right on top of that card. Like somebody is going to be regressed. Page of Cups. Oof. Oof. And everyone who collaborated with them. Oof. So, Lord, I'm going to tell you this because these people, right? You see these babies, these children everywhere, right? These people who participated, right? You see how he's ripping again the stuffing. See the urn, right? You see them all lined up. They have forfeited these, they have sacrificed their own children in essence with these decisions. And I'm gonna tell you the age ranges, right? You have everywhere between the ages of 18 and 19, 25 and 26. Okay. It's like he's holding this pocket watch, right? But I do feel like so much of what was going on does come down to pocket watching, okay? There's the vortex in this Seven of Wands here. I feel like they opened a portal, right? Trying to gain access, right? To the abundance, to the tangible wealth aspect of someone's birthright. It's etched in stone. That pyre is like, it's calling y'all. It's so big. This, look at the double symbolism of the infinity. See the watch and how they're trying to connect. They were trying to connect. Child, this is terrible. I mean it. It's terrible. It's going to really be gut-wrenching what these folks go through because of it. They felt like they had a right. Votes for women. They felt like they had a right to your abundance, to your sacral energy, to your manifestation. Ugh. This was a concerted, collaborative effort. Okay. This wasn't their first time, but this is definitely the last time. Wherever they are right now in life, it doesn't go up. I keep seeing the Four of Pentacles. These people will be penny pensioned for the duration of their days. It's the hammer. It's coming down. They literally tried to sacrifice chosen people on some weird satanic pyre. I'm not even kidding. Gathered. Oh, this is terrible. I mean, they're going to be penny pension. Look, five of swords. No, five of pentacles, excuse me. Three swords. Judgment. And there's the Ten of Wands. They saw something. These people could have had some sort of outer body experience during this ritual on the 6th. These are Hierophant. Look, told you. They came together. This was some sort of pact. All right. Yeah, they came together. And look, there's the Four of Swords. And there's the Tower. And there's Temperance. Magician. See? You see that demon in the background? Touching the forbidden. And there's Justice yet again. Yeah, I'm gonna pick these up. That's wild. So it is what it is. I don't know if you know people who really into the Celtic religion, but the darker forms of paganism. I'm sorry if I'm misnaming it, misclassifying it. Please correct me. No harm intended. Yeah, that's wild. That's absolutely wild. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It could have been some sort of weird, like spring offering. A star is like birth and like life and death, the bounty and the harvest. You like not somebody you want to piss off. Ace of Swords. Yeah. Child. Child. Oh, okay. Hold on. I don't know. I don't. Ain't none of your friends' business. That's funny. I haven't touched you in a while. Past. Yes. Interesting. The 6th was also the 5th Sunday of Lent. Next Sunday is Palm Sunday. Mm. Okay. Wasn't we just talking about the kids, right? And this person like got like a little band of so also, right? Also, April 6th, and I'm gonna move forward, right? But I'm thorough in my shit. It is what it is. Was the recognition day, like for Catholic Saint John the Baptist de La Salle, okay? French priest, educational reformer, and founder of the Institute of Brothers of the Christian Schools. He is the saint of Catholic Church and the patron saint of teachers of youth. So what distorted BS were they trying to pull? He was the eldest son of wealthy parents, committed to becoming a priest. Okay. All right. So what's the naughty side? This could be, okay. 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 All right. So you know how there's lots of spiritual teachers, gurus, et cetera, right? Listen, competition. Look. You don't even know this person. 501. Look at that. Look at that. This person wants to be better than you, collective. They want to be seen as a stronger spiritual intellect. See? They want to teach the kids, but they don't have the authority and they definitely don't have the knowledge. But this person is dark. They're like your counterpart. See? With the two of swords. You follow the light. This person, or they call them a lark. Right. But see, look. It's crazy. Anyway, so this is an op to you. This is somebody who works in the dark, right? Teaching the darker aspect, right? But they want recognition. They want to be better than you. You don't even see this person. They want to humble you. They want to be held in esteem that is higher than yours. What a joke. Look, told you. Magician. See? But this goes from the magician to the high priestess. Y'all not in the same lane. One of you's a high priestess, one of you's a magician, but they want to be a hierophant. Right. See, look. Queen of coins, king of coins, right? But you see the children? This person has a dark, this person has like a devilish church, a dark church. Look how all the pentagrams are upside down here. And she's holding this newborn, teaching them dark shit, idol worship. You see all the golden, right? Look all the tools they're holding. This person wants to see you go, and they really do. Like y'all see the angel in the background. See, this person is ruled by money and all things material, and you're not. You're a chosen holy vessel, protected by the divine sun and stars. See, see. They want to corrupt the youth. Somebody ancestor says something real crass, but I'm going to leave that alone. Yeah, this person might have some sort of youth group, 3 of coins, 6 of cups. I feel like this is a man, by the way. This better not be the motherfucker that's coming to mind. I'm not even kidding. I ain't gonna say it because I already see that. But if that, oh, bruh, it better not be. It better not be. It better not be. It better not be. Oh, you've been on my radar for so long. You snarky son of a. Just a devil. Anyway. Oh, you're too sweet. Oh God, please tell me no. Please hold on. I gotta check myself real quick. Hold on. Energy don't lie. Is this? Please tell me no. Is this that man? Is this that man? Oh my God. Oh my God, it is. No. Oh, it would be my fucking pleasure. Let me tell you. It would be my honor and privilege and pleasure. Oh, to snatch that man balls and hand them to him. I'm gonna keep that to myself on who it is for right now until I'm given the clear. Yeah, it's all right. It's why I can't stand. That's that enmity shit. I mean that. You ever just the ick. He be fucking jeebies. I'm sorry, that one's for me. Calm myself. You gotta be rabid. It's okay. Now, listen, it's better to know, right? It's better to know the nemesis. It's better to have clear understanding of the nemesis. You will not get access. That's why you're at. I'll have to email you. I can't. I really can't right now. It's enough. It's enough. It's too close of a circle. It's not personal, but it is. Charlatan. Sorry. Oh. Anyway. I gotta pick them up. Oh my God. Da. Yes. Yes, he is. An absolute fucking devil. You tripping. Got that ass. Oh, got that ass. Tee hee hee hee. It's all right. Oh yeah, it's okay. I love it. I do. Anyway, what else is going on that we need to take a peek at? That Holy Spirit. What else? What else? Divine Collective. What else happened? Strength card. Beat the brakes off some fucking body. I tell you that shit. Your spirit went walking at the midnight hour. Did you take on? Yeah. Look. Look. They're like, yeah. Did you have to shape shift on somebody? Did you have to go see? Did you have to go see something about it? No, for real. Your astral self said, hold on, I'll be back. Watch my shit. Hold my drink. There's this. I'm not kidding. Wow. Strength, star, and the sun. Whoa. Whoa. You got some upgrades. This is a really I was it shifted. Like the tone of that is enormous. Like your spirit, Six of Swords. My God, I got chills. Whew. Um. Okay, so let me just calm down for a second. So again, this deck is very particular because it shifts between, right? After a long period of being reclusive, where you were fortifying your energy, you were learning yourself, learning spirit, submitting to the process, doing the healing. And I know you did because this card, again, strength to the star, but the hermit's right here, literally right next to the star. There's the moon, to the sun, to judgment. The tear of awakening, the, seriously, 4 wands. You've graduated, you've elevated. Oh, you a spiritual assassin. You're what went through. Oh, y'all funny. So when they opened the portal, you was right there waiting. Look, there's the hermit. There's the portal. They came. They didn't think you had reached this tier. See the cat? There's the graduation, right? Here they come trying to attack. Knight of Wands, Five of Wands. They came thinking they was about it. Coming for your light, your orb. And they had to drop all what they had and scoop up and run. Yeah, caution. Judgment. There's the hermit. I'm telling yo, they about didn't make it back. Look, you was right there. Knight of Wands to the Queen. You was right there when they opened this portal. You was waiting on them. It was you. It wasn't even the ancestors. They was all gathered around, ready to do the thing, the stars and the angels. Mm-hmm. You said, hold my yak. For real though. Five of Swords, Six of Swords. When it's the Kill Bill song, like, when she called all that is like, yo, what in the look? What's up? That's weird because all the I don't like all the babies and I'm seeing the kids in the background. Because when you get blind faith, right? When kids believe, they believe wholeheartedly. That's energy siphoning, by the way. You should. You should. Yeah. They literally look. See? They were literally look at all the empty urn. No, 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 no. This is where these people get their juice from. It's quiet as it's kept. See? 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 We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. That's some sick shit. Look, see how the magician. Yeah, no more of that. That's off limits. They was warned anyway. Seven of Swords, Seven of Coins. 7-7. They was warned. Don't you be doing that. Don't you be doing that. somebody in like a spiritual bloodlust. They ready. Somebody's in full warrior mode. You matching all energy. 8 of Wands, 7 of Wands, 8 of Wands. You matching energy. You matching unadulterated energy. Who you want? Look, see the new musical notes. You see all the See all the elements. What's a magician to a hermit? The fuck we talking about here? You see the orange? That's an active color. That's not passive. Thank you. Love you too. We matching energy. We matching elements. Yo, look, look, look. The Emperor and the Empress. Why they both fighting for the key? Like, hold on. Let me. Like, for real though, who do you want? Do you want the light or do you want the dark? Do you want the compassion or do you want the sword? I'm just saying. But that ram energy right there. See the swans? They are fucking aggressive. Even look, there's the inner child. Divine masculine inner child, divine feminine inner child. Look at that. She's like, I manifest with love and flowers and rainbows. He's like, I just say what I want. And look, there's the magician. Oh, somebody is very well balanced. Light, dark, male, female, it don't matter. Somebody is, they are vibing high. Look, Hierophant. Excuse me, Emperor to the Hierophant. Somebody's no longer trying to ignore things. Wherever you are now in your spiritual journeys, you cannot ignore the fuckery. You are now in the grown-ups are in the room. How we act in the day. I love it. I love it. You are fully allowing people's free will choices to dictate your interactions, and I respect the fuck out of that. I truly do. All right, let's move forward to some current energy, if you don't mind, Holy Spirit. Oh, no, that came out. That and then that. But I feel like it should be like this because it was flipped. But we just gonna do it like this. All your hard work is paying off. I also feel like some of you are so skillful and so adept at what it is you do. You, I feel like you could be placed in a position where you could teach those others who are interested. Hold on one second, y'all. Okay, I'm back. I am back. I also feel like you're on a path of world recognition, also for some. I feel like there's a lot of people who are about to come across whatever it is you do. Expect a lot of communication of a positive nature. You're much more inspirational than you give yourself credit for. You have a way of lighting a fire under people. But I also get this spark of creativity and optimism, this renewal. Motivational speaker. Some of you could be asked to be a motivational speaker for someone. I feel like you've already laid the groundstone for it. I'm sorry, I can't help it. Sometimes I gotta throw a corny Masonic joke in there, even though no affiliation. It's just so funny to me. Because they're always lingering. Um, some of you may find love at work. Seriously. I mean, I normally don't condone things like that because I feel like it interferes with the work and fraternization policies are good. But what I'm looking at actually looks pretty freaking good. I feel like two single people coming together, starting over at different points in their life, both open to new love. I do feel like you're both newly single though. Could both be coming out of pretty tumultuous relationships. But this looks like a really reciprocal, balanced connection. Yeah. All of a sudden, I feel like this person's going to come to your attention like you weren't open to, and now you will be. You're going to recognize this person's light, their little sparkle. Okay, quiet as it's kept, y'all been calling each other in, and it's not a trauma bond. Okay, I'm gonna put these down because they give a little too much. And background is nice, but I don't need to get stuck. I want to be more in the present tense. Okay, hold on. Yeah, we'll put that back in later. Oh, can I use those cards? I don't know if I want to use those cards. Oh, I don't actually have much of the table showing today. Hold on. Because I got a message, right? That there is somebody who broke your heart, okay? Who has been trying to get your attention in many ways, like specifically like telepathically, okay? You got this person blocked. You recognize this person as a type of magician and or warlock energy to you. They would love another chance. Listen, and that's the other thing. I think that's why I didn't put it out because, we were still a couple days out from the retrograde shit. And I kind of felt like that's what it was. Like people were trying to utilize the last bits of Venus and Mercury in retrograde to try to, plant seeds that should never be sown again. Um, but yeah. Somebody definitely was like, come back to me. Yeah. I feel like it took a lot of courage and bravery for whoever you are to distance yourself from that person. I feel like there was great love there. But I will say this person admires and appreciates the way you have poured into yourself in the recovery of the aftermath of knowing them. Okay? Okay. They may never say it, but that was part of it. I felt like that was the only bit of truth. All right. All right, now that it's spring, right? Let's see. What's going on? Ooh, yeah, it's spring. The Fool just showed itself. And more importantly, we are in the energy, we're in Aries season, right? So fiery, passionate, get up and go, doing things that are fun, and you may step outside your comfort zone. Yeah, look who comes out. See? Ace of Wands and the Emperor. Perfect. This is energy more so than anything else. Look at that. Look at that. So the closer, that's so funny. Some of y'all need to sit down with your feelings and your feelings and your feelings. Because Taurus season is a wonderful time to manifest relationships, right? Since, higher levels of commitment, right? There could be secretly a Taurus, right? With the scorpionic energy, like trying to call you in. This person got their eye on you. They may also be like thinking about you could be they one. Like they know Aries season. Somebody know Aries season is very passionate and lusty, you know, like to express themselves in a very ambitious and assertive manner. They overly sexualized and charged up. Yes, I said it, and you know it. Oh, wait, let me move this out the way, actually, because they're going to get me if I don't. Hold on. See, I almost got myself in trouble because of the freaking censoring. That's why I can't use the good decks no more. Huh. They play too much without blacking out the screen. Okay, thank you. I appreciate the memo because I needed the little reminder. I was like, no, I can't put them in the shot. Yeah, don't. You couldn't really see nothing anyway. It was implied, but you couldn't see nothing. Anyway, so yeah, Taurus season might be a little bit better for something warmer and more sensual, but they equally possessive. But it's more about the house placement than the actual. Nah, man, you can't. You have no idea, man. Let me tell you, the censorship that used to be on Facebook to the nth degree has now come over here, and like you can't say certain words in like the first couple of minutes. You can't. What do you call that? Graphic like even if it's art, like it doesn't matter. You can't do none of that. Yeah, I know what you mean. And no, you can't show the images because the images they be like, but even though my channel is not for kids, right? Purposely set for no young ones, so they can't even mistakenly find my content. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. But it's okay. I'm not really complaining. It just is what it is. And I do my best to comply as much as I can out of gratitude for allowing the platform. Can't do that either. Not without copyright issues. It's a lot. Even with fair use, they still. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It is what it is. So Taurus season, for those of you who are like ready to open yourselves up to relationships, higher forms of commitment, things that are structurally sound, based off of more than just passion. Okay. Second house, right? Values, feelings, self-worth, talent, heredity, social privilege, and cultural background, possession, security, earning, ability, and money. Fixed energy, very Venusian. So I personally will wait a couple more days until the energy shifts. So what's that? The 19th. So a little bit more than a week or so until that happens, where the energy will be much more focused. Because the day we move into Taurus season, the moon will actually be in Capricorn, and that's on a Saturday. And so if you want to line up a date or something for that Saturday, something that might have real potential, that would be beneficial. Like that is just a generic overall, that I'm not looking at anybody's charts or nothing like that, but just in terms of working the energy in its conducive point. Not to mention that let's just say, what's that, the 18th? Good Friday. Even the pretty much all next week, like that cuspy energy on the 15th. Yeah, as we transition, because the Scorpio, the moon will be in Scorpio on the 15th, the 14th, right, and Mercury will actually be in Aries on the 16th. And so this energy of shooting one shot, right, in the love department, that could happen. So somebody could be asked out on a date during that time. Be open to it. Yeah, the communication. It could come out the blue with the King of Swords. But I look, and see, there's that Capricorn energy for a date on Sunday. I mean, Saturday, rather. I'm just saying, if you open to it, yeah. Look, somebody said, call me daddy with the will showing up. Yeah. Somebody like, you could shut up. Don't you go there. Yeah, look, sun energy. Yeah, for sure. That would be a great chance. It wants you to do a bunch of stuff. Yeah, it's okay. And that's, listen, we're not going to complain about none of it. It is what it is. And look who's on the bottom. Look, we got, I can't even show y'all, but it's the Empress and the Mirror, which is the Will. What did I say was out there before? Oh, no, that was the Hangman. Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought it was the Will, but that was 12. That was the Hangman. Yeah, but anyway. Yeah. Oh, match my right. So there's an yeah, again, the energies will be much more conducive if you work with the actual celestial energies. You can put yourself in alignment where you can co-create with the Magician and the Knight of Water right here. Three of Pentacles, right? This person is single, unencumbered. Nine of Pentacles is showing itself. And I also feel like your love language is the same. Okay? Okay. You would appreciate it. But yeah, work. Oh, Two of Cups. Yes. Okay. In the world. Yes. The cycle of attracting low vibrational, toxic, karmic connections has definitely come to an end. Yes. I'm looking at the Lovers and the Emperor. See? Right. So I'm in the mood for love, and not simply because you're near me, which is why you're being guided to wait until the energies are closer to the cuspy nature of Taurus and Aries. Yeah. Yeah. Stop it, yo. Yo, somebody looking at you like a steak, because I'm getting some very provocative music coming through. Stop it. Stop. I ain't heard that. They playing a soundtrack from like 6 years back. I'm like, really? Really? I don't need y'all to play that. Yeah, but that's for multiple people, because I just saw double Aquarian energy, the Fool and the Stars. Come on, collective. You ready? You ready? Yeah. Yeah. But it's also going to be a shit show for the group of people who was working against you. Hierophant, Ten of Swords to the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, there are businesses that are going to be institutions that are folding and things like that. So prepare yourselves. But there will be brand new ones that will be forged. But yeah, but I'm definitely Ace of Cups to the Hierophant, which is Taurian energy. I'm telling you, manifest. They want you to get in them feels. That's why the music's coming. Oh, y'all funny. Right. Ooh. They gonna be like, how you get them? I say them that way I don't have to say him or her. They gonna be like, how you get them? Because you getting a ring out of it. I don't know who you are, but whoever this person is, they are popular. They get a lot of attention. They are well known. And I don't know if there's been some sort of little bachelor energy or a little bachelorette. You know, you hard, you don't settle down. It's something like that. But there are people who are highly noticeable, recognizable, coming together, and the hate gonna be real. Because they tried, and they couldn't get nothing off the ground. Woo! They gonna be so mad. Look, Temperance. Look, they're not. Look, I don't want. Hold on. She got the look. That's a wedding outfit. They on a swing. Man, he's so content. That's because he ain't found his one. Anyway, I'm gonna put that over there. Luck is on your side, collector. Ooh, look at this. This is interesting because that's double Sag energy, Temperance and the Knight of Wands. But the Knight of Wands came out in a block position. So no more energy of unstable partnerships, even inconsistent communication, or even, those low riders. Yeah, look. Excuse me. Let me put the gander. Oh, I gotta call back. All right, I'll have to wrap this soon. Okay. Yeah, Knight of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, and the Strength card. Right. You paid your penance when it comes to people who are only drawn to you for your physical attraction. Queen of Wands here, to the Knave of Earth, to the Emperor, Death, and the Eight of Wands. World. Right. I will say this could be someone from your past, okay? Who has grown up. That's why I said they get a lot of attention. Maybe you at one point was really a fan of this person. But you have inspired this person to want to get married and have children, to put some roots down. Yeah, this one was real choosy. Yeah. I mean, this person's been this way for a very, 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 very long time. But you taught them a crucial lesson. All right, anyway. Look, Lovers came out in the block position. So we got the Knight of Wands, the Lovers in the block position, then the Strength card, the Tower, the Magician, and the Five of Cups is coming out. How in the world? Okay. Thank you. Um, they're playing that Miley Cyrus song. I can buy myself flowers. That one, right? Um, and so now this temperance energy is giving me more so with that, with the little man sitting on her lap, right? You went into a type of union with yourself where you found peace, harmony. You learn to love yourself, pour into yourself. And for all intents and purposes, dating, all of those things, you were the man you needed for you in order to heal, to bring balance and harmony into your life. Okay? For some, because I'm looking at the twins, right? It's the lovers, but it's the twins. And it's too many majors out here that for me not to address this. Okay? I feel that at one point in time, you were moving in a direction you felt as though it was the right course. Something shifted. I feel like your perception shifted. Some of you gained higher levels of spiritual knowledge with temperance being there. Like, whew, some of you went the path of the rose. Wonderful. There are many paths. Anyway, I feel like you stop allowing someone else to orchestrate, to uh, etch, whatever you want to call it, be the creator in your own future. No matter if that was some for the twin flame journey. Oh, it's this, it's that, runner, blah, 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 whatever it is. You started to move completely different, and I'm looking at this shift. Like really understanding your own free will, your own capacity to co-create with spirit, to move in the direction of your own purpose. I feel like that decision actually is what caused this tower. Because whatever the narrative was that was being projected, that was allowing people to be manipulated, right? It has really guided you in the direction. Like I'm looking at like this deep occultic knowledge that has propelled you into for this deeper understanding. It's almost like you spoke truth to power and said, no, I'm gonna do my own thing and you can't cage me in. And it started like a snowball. Yeah. And I feel like by doing this, you have somehow created a new community, almost like an alternative road that didn't seem like it was there or available. You changed direction in a very like positive way because you're sitting in this beautiful temperance energy. No longer looking outside of you for the direction in which you should go, no longer sacrificing your own free will, and in that instant not sacrificing your immortality by being present And again, in this dynamic co-creation with spirit. If something's not right, you are a manifester, you are a creator, and so you are capable of, but this energy of those who try to send you down, you know, a rabbit hole, there's remorse, there's regret. Yeah, there's a devil. Because they weren't able to control you and their strength. I can't show that at all, but their strength. Right. That's pretty cool. They really made a leader out of you. And if any of these people, right, were former lovers or yours, right, God, they really feel some kind of way. Because now you're winning. I'm not even joking. Now you're winning. Six of Wands, right? Now all of a sudden, they remember. Now they love you. King of Wands, not King of Wands, King of Water, King of Cups, right? Yeah, now they're like, oh, no, it's the money. That's all. Five of Pentacles to the Seven of Pentacles, right? They just regret they didn't invest in you because you're doing well. They didn't see your worth then when they had you in a previous cycle, and now they're like, man, now I see you. Whatever. Anyway. What else you got? Hold on. I need to. Doesn't matter about today though. Ooh. Yeah. Some of you really are in a union with Spirit, Hermit to the Two of Cups. Emotional damage. I don't know. Somebody's emotionally damaged. And that's why Spirit always got your back. Hermit to Justice. Because you in a Two of Cups union with Spirit. All right. I like it. I like it a lot. What else you got for them? Ooh, Three of Swords. That is Saturn and Libra. My God. Nine of Wands, Moon and Sag. And then we have the Hermit, Virgo energy. Somebody let their impulses get them in trouble. They let their little savage beast run their life, whether male or female. Don't matter to me. Feel like it's a female. Yo. Ma'am, I don't know who you are, and I'm gonna say this with love and anonymity because I can. You need to take your ass to a doctor. That I don't know if that's just a UTI, but you let somebody go down on you with yuck mouth. That is a terrible idea. Same thing, fellas, too. Don't just be. No, I'm telling you, let somebody go. Look. I'm trying. How do I show you this without showing you this? Okay, hold on. You see, she like, I gotta pee, right? You see his face? Lips all sucked down with the purse. Look. Now look at the wolf. See the yuck mouth with the fangs and shit? Man, take your ass to the place. Take your ass to the place and let them do an inspection. You too, young man. I'm not your doctor, but if you're getting UTIs on a regular basis, you need to talk to your doctor. Maybe it's the detergent, something ain't right. You need more water. If you active like that, you need to make sure you pee after I mean. Ooh. And this some listen, and what's funny, right? Normally people when they this is a lesson for somebody, by the way. Everything shiny ain't good. And I feel like somebody really thought this person was a prize with this moon and Sag. And it's somebody they be like, no, nobody would ever believe I hooked up with this person. I'm gonna tell you right now, you need to take your ass to the doctor. I don't care what it looked like. Let me tell you something. The other day, like I like real life stories. Like I listen to a lot of podcasts and different things, and I was listening to tales from waxers and estheticians, and my God, ugh. Shout out to all the girls who keep their shit right. Yeah, this person was set up. I'm not even joking. Whoever this chick is, right? High priestess, five of swords, temperance, and death. Yo, somebody got a quiet hater. This is the lesson for this man is take your time to get to know people before you jump in a sack with them. Don't be so reckless. Same thing, young lady. Yo, I hope you can't blame it on the alcohol forever, but I'm gonna give you one hood pass. Look how they keep showing these dudes with these weird ass mouths. Yo, ugh, ugh. For somebody, this hasn't happened. There's a young lady. Um, you going to a wedding, child? Don't you hook up with nobody at this wedding? Or this is a garden party, maybe the first of the year. Don't do it. Don't do it. I feel like there really is a Scorpio male at play here. Be careful. Please be careful. There's something about a wedding, a garden party, and like a mountain retreat. Different scenarios for each of you. This and the guy, right? Um, he's very proud of his package. You'll know if this scenario plays out because he's gonna want you to grab his junk through his pants. Okay, like that scene is very very vivid. That's definitely it's a Scorpio masculine. This person talks overtly sexual, by the way. This could even be like a hen party, a bachelorette party, or something like that. Yo, they play too much with the visuals. I'm not even joking. I can't really show you what she's working on, but look, you see it's like a automaton, but look at the grill. Ooh, you don't get a hysterectomy. Don't mess with that man. Ooh, I'm sorry, but I'm not. It shit's funny, but it's not funny. Anyway, yeah, yeah. This is definitely um. This hasn't happened. I keep seeing the Three of Wands. And for some, this is a warning for the man. Yeah, this is an Aries male. I'm not even joking. Sun in Aries, okay? We're in Sun in Aries season right now, okay? Right? careful. It's a huge lesson. It's the strength card, but this strength card is Libra. Remember how we started with Saturn and Libra? This chick is all up on a ginormous. Okay? Be careful. I'm telling you now. Oh. Knight of Wands, Magician. This could be ten of Cups. This could be a family function for some of y'all. It's a test. I would use great restraint. Yeah, I'm looking at double Aries, the Emperor, and Three of Wands. This could manifest before we transition into Taurus season. Oh, Lord. Okay, anyway. So we have the Hangman, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords. Is Ramadan over? I think so. Anyway, some of y'all, I don't know who you are, but you low-key thinking about an ex. And you're thinking about the passion, but they want you to think about how long it took you to get from under this person. And if you go back, because this is the Hangman in this deck is the punishment card. It's gonna happen again. Whatever it was, it's gonna happen again. This was a brutal relationship. Saturn and Taurus. This was a very hard relationship. This relationship could have forced you into some space of healing. I also feel like this relationship triggered a parallel connection to father wounds. I don't know, for some, I'm so sorry, but you were exposed to some sort of perversion. You were, and it went on for a very long time. I'm so sorry. And I don't really want to go there with that. They're asking you to have, like, I don't know if you're abstaining or whatever this is, but they want you to think outside of the box because they are sending you someone who is worthy of this new version of you. I'm talking to somebody who potentially has Venus in Aquarius. I even could be talking to somebody who is part of the rainbow community. Just saying. And I have a sinking suspicion that part of your curiosity or your bisexuality, because that's what this feels like, it comes because of the trauma that was induced early. And it was by a parental figure. I can't say it's your biological, but it was by a parental figure. But I actually feel like more than anything, it's the Venus in Aquarius. Okay? That's what it is. This is someone who they got away out of reach. But I will say, be mindful. Don't spend too much time reminiscing in the past because it'll actually delay this new person from coming towards you. And it could open the door for, those threads to reconnect, spiritually speaking. Yeah, there really is this need to let the things of the past be with the death card. Okay. They're asking you to take control. Okay. Because I'm looking at Sun and Capricorn energy. Because there is a type of longing that you're going through. I get it. It's not easy. I'm talking to somebody who is abstinent, celibate currently. You can't use this previous person for spank bank material, okay? You will conjure them back up. It's just that simple. If you don't want any sorts of connection with these people, close every door. You can't be sexually attracted to someone who abused you. And if you are, I really want you to ponder that. Maybe go talk to somebody about that, okay? Because I see what's about to happen here. Maybe you should read up more on soul ties. And this could work vice versa. This person could be doing things in terms of self gratification to pull you back in, especially if out of nowhere you're thinking about this person. Challenge that. Yeah, I mean, I feel like whoever I'm talking to, a self help book or two could help you. I do feel like you want a healthy relationship, or at least that's what you're saying. You're communicating. You don't have to take control of these impulses. Right. Knight of Water and the Eight of Wands. Yeah. You know what you want. Okay. Cool. Now fix it. Now fix it. Give yourself the closure you need, okay? And that way you don't pull on this person's energy. Close the door. Because if you pull on theirs, they're going to start pulling on yours. And next thing you know, you're going to run into somebody you really don't want to run into. Okay? You can forgive, but don't forget. Maybe you need to remember the bullshit that they did and the reason why that door must remain closed, and then, release it with light, love, and healing, forgiveness type thing. But close that door. Ugh. All right, actually, 89 minutes. That's. Ooh, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm gonna leave it here, guys. I love you a lot. I hope you had a great day. Enjoy the rest of it, evening, morning, afternoon, whatever it is. We'll do this again really soon. Okay. Smooches. Bye.